Hey, it's Greg from Gen X Mindset, just about to go for a workout. The road to fit by 60 it's still going. We're still on that road. Let's put it that way. But I'm blessed to have such an amazing facility here in my hometown. It wasn't built before I went out to BC for a few years to go through the dark night of my soul, but now it's built. It's beautiful. It's got pools. It's got walking tracks. It's got everything that anybody that wants to get into fitness, and it's so close to my new apartment. So I'm grateful to have this amazing facility. Not that I'm back in the pool yet. I did a half Ironman, the Muskoka half Ironman to be exact, back in 2013. Then kind of stopped working out, but man, I love swimming. Right now, my fitness goal, not only to be fit by 60, is to maybe to get through a game of pickleball, which is I haven't even tried it yet. I hit it against the wall a couple times. I'm really out of shape, but nonetheless, back to the gym, and that's kind of the topic of today's video. Just I did a video a couple weeks ago about 5 cliches of Gen X. The drinking from the hose, the latch keys, the outside before the street lights, or until the street lights came on. What else? Our music, was the best, which it really it is compared to what's going on today. But also we touched on the whole suck it up, buttercup mentality, our mental health, how we never really got much support in that area. At least that seems to be the common cliche amongst the Gen X crowd. So a lot of the comments actually involved mental health, and maybe how if we were offered it as a kid, the outcome of our adulthood might be a little different. So I'm just going to share a little bit about my journey as a troubled child, attention deficit disorder, perhaps, a bunch of other issues that were just kind of pushed aside by my parents. So as I got older, I was struggling with career, relationships, just you name it, working with people. And then a lot of self-discovery started happening, even to the point where even a few years ago, I tried Dr. Jordan Peterson's, self-authoring program, the self-authoring program. I can't recommend that enough, to just kind of write about your past virtues, your past strengths, your past weaknesses, current situations, and a future blueprint. And I got down this road that eventually led to some psychology, eventually Hermeticism, Carl Jung, individuation, the shadow, ego self, all that stuff. But there's just so many layers. We're like onions. We need to be peeled. So I think, self-analysis, have concluded that, I probably suffered from neurotic depression. A lot of ruminating, a lot of negativity that manifested into resentment and anger, and just lashing out on social media, and just a lot of self-medicating, where if I had been diagnosed with neurotic depression when I was a child, I probably would have been heavily medicated. But the gym was always a kind of therapy session. And that's always the way it's been. Like back in the 80s, the 90s, you'd go there, you would meet people, you'd form a group. And, with this new complex here, I've met a lot of people, book some photography gigs. So, I think we have our anchors, I think, that we still have established over the course of time. But, there's a lot to deal with right now. Myself, I've never been married, don't have children. Parents are deceased. My family, my brother and his wife and his adult kids, we don't speak. So I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. But we've all got stuff to deal with, financial issues. So to just say, suck it up, buttercup, we're the generation that didn't need therapy. It not only is a cliche, but it's almost a bit of a gaslighting of ignoring, the fact that we probably should be in some sort of therapy session, at least going to the gym, getting out in nature, finding some quiet space, ignoring the hustle culture, and just being back to our roots of Gen X kids. I'm not running out to buy a skateboard, probably ever. I'd love to get back windsurfing again. Something within my age appropriate body structure, dad bod stuff. Pickleball. Looks social, looks very social, very busy in here. So, drop a comment. I'm curious because of the amount of comments that I got last time on mental health. We still have great childhoods and we still can have a great future, but let's talk about the elephant in the room of anxiety, depression, overwhelming feelings of missed nostalgic moments of our lives. Where did we go wrong? One thing I will say is that we still have that little kid in us, that little shithead child full of energy that probably overwhelmed our parents. So, the key, and I think we'll talk about Hermeticism and other philosophical topics in future episodes. But for now, mental health. Wow, what are you doing? Have you dealt with it? Or are you just suck it up buttercup mentality? Love to hear from you. It's workout time.